a chance to eat the king's food. He was a captive, a Jewish young man who was a captive in a foreign king's court. He had some other people in his life, some friends, and they had a chance to eat the king's food and fit in with the world around them. Does anyone know who that person could be? All right, Daniel? How fitting, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. That's good. If you didn't know that, I don't know who could. I mean, if you don't know it, none of these kids should, all right? So Daniel, and do you remember what happened? That Daniel said, now, listen, I can't eat all that stuff because remember, Jewish people had a very special diet that God said, because you're my people, I want you to eat different things for your safety, for your health, to make you different than others, or the other people around you. Even though he's far away from home, he wanted to honor the Lord still, right? And so he says to the man who's over him, in charge of him, saying, listen, I can't do that. How about if we do this? How about, rather than eat all that stuff that you have, instead of eating the king's food, I'm going to eat just vegetables, and I'm going to trust my God that he will make sure that I'm healthy and I'm okay. And so Daniel did that, right? And after the period of time, everybody else is eating the king's food. They're eating the food that really wasn't what one of God's children would have eaten, being under the Jewish system of the law. And after that period of time, was Daniel sick? Did he look worse than everybody else because he was only a vegetarian? No. I'm a meatitarian. I'm a meatitarian myself, but man, he's just eating pulse, is the Bible word, vegetables. How did he look?
He looked very healthy.
He looked very healthy. You know what he learned? He learned, in fact, you'll read this all through the book of Daniel, many times in Daniel's life. He learned that if you do things God's way, God will always be faithful to you. If you're faithful to the Lord will be faithful to you. Now, that's really important for you to live and to understand. Because, see, all of your life, what's going to happen is God is going to put you in situations where you're going to have to decide, am I going to do it God's way and be faithful to the Lord? And you're going to wonder, is God going to take care of me? Is God going to help me? Is God going to come through? And what you need to know is, and believe God before it happens, believe God that if you'll do it God's way, God will be faithful to you. If I'm faithful to God, God will be faithful to me. In fact, say that with me, kids. You ready? If I'm faithful to God, God will be faithful to me. I know we can do it, but that was our practice time. Here, I want to hear it really loud, okay? Here we go. If I'm faithful to God, God will be faithful to me. And whenever I eat these pickles, you know what I'm going to remember? If I'm faithful to God, God will be faithful to me. Next time you have pickles, remember from the King. All right? Thank you very much. Let's see here. I'm going to take that and put that right there. We had a boy had it last time, right? So I try to remember to go boy, girl, boy, girl. How many of you girls are girls? Okay, every one of you. Now, boys, you're confused there, I think. All right, let's give this to a girl. All right, and there's a girl right here. There you go, ma'am. You can have that. Thank you, young people.